Gunfire shattered the fragile peace. In the disputed territory of Kashmir, along the volatile line of control, Indian and Pakistani soldiers exchanged fire. The incident, the third this month, has raised fears of a wider conflict. Both sides blame each other, fueling a dangerous cycle of accusations and denials. India claims Pakistani troops opened fire first, killing an Indian soldier. They call it an unprovoked attack, a violation of the ceasefire agreement. Pakistan denies any involvement, accusing India of fabricating the incident. They say India is trying to divert attention from its own internal problems. The situation is tense. Both countries have rushed reinforcements to the border. The rhetoric is heating up, raising fears of a dangerous escalation. The international community is watching with growing concern. The last thing anyone wants is a full-blown war between two nuclear-armed neighbors. India claims it was a blatant act of aggression. Pakistani troops, they say, deliberately targeted Indian positions. They claim to have photographic evidence of Pakistani involvement. The Indian government has vowed a swift and decisive response. They say they will not tolerate any violation of their territorial integrity.
We have clear evidence that Pakistani troops initiated the attack. This is an unprovoked act of aggression, and we will respond appropriately.
Pakistan, however, tells a different story. They deny any involvement in the incident. They claim their troops were not even present in the area at the time of the firing. Pakistan accuses India of staging the attack. They say India is trying to discredit Pakistan on the international stage.
These allegations are baseless. Our troops were not present in the area. This is clearly a fabricated incident by India to malign Pakistan.
Both sides have called for international observers to investigate the incident. But with both sides sticking to their narratives, finding the truth will be difficult. The truth, as always, is likely somewhere in the middle. But in the fog of war, it is often the first casualty. The international community has reacted with alarm to the latest escalation. The United States, Russia, and China have all called for restraint. They have urged both India and Pakistan to engage in dialogue to resolve the situation peacefully. The United Nations has also expressed deep concern. The Secretary General has called on both sides to respect the ceasefire agreement. He has offered to mediate between the two countries to find a peaceful solution. The world is watching with bated breath. The consequences of a full-blown war between India and Pakistan would be catastrophic, not just for the two countries, but for the entire region and the world. The international community must do everything in its power to prevent a further escalation. The stakes are simply too high to ignore. Section 4. Kashmir's plight. Caught in the crossfire are the people of Kashmir. For decades, they have borne the brunt of the conflict between India and Pakistan. Their lives are marked by violence, fear, and uncertainty.
The recent escalation has only made things worse. Villages near the line of control have been evacuated, schools and hospitals have been closed. People are living in fear of being caught in the crossfire.
The humanitarian situation is dire. There is a shortage of food, water, and medicine. Thousands of people have been displaced from their homes. The international community must provide urgent humanitarian assistance to the people of Kashmir.
But beyond the immediate crisis, there is a need for a lasting solution to the Kashmir conflict. A solution that addresses the aspirations of the Kashmiri people and brings an end to their suffering.
Section 5. The nuclear shadow. Looming over the conflict is the specter of nuclear war. Both India and Pakistan possess nuclear weapons, and both have a history of threatening to use them. The risk of a nuclear exchange is low, but it is not zero. A miscalculation, a misunderstanding, or an act of terrorism could trigger a chain of events leading to a nuclear catastrophe. The world cannot afford to take this risk. The international community must pressure both India and Pakistan to de-escalate the situation and engage in meaningful dialogue. The alternative is too horrible to contemplate. A nuclear war would have devastating consequences not just for India and Pakistan, but for the entire world. We must act now to prevent a catastrophe.